Hey everyone, this is Mr. Tringali. I hope everyone is staying safe over the next couple weeks. I know this is what we weren't anticipating. I know people are probably trying to enjoy spring break, but I hope everyone is staying safe and staying distant and making sure everyone else around them is staying safe. Since we're going to be out of school for about 4 weeks, I thought it might be a good idea for me to start to review certain topics, one topic a day, as we go throughout this extended break that we're going to have. So, over the next 18 days, I believe we have 18 days left until we're supposed to be going back. That's school days, Monday through Friday. I plan on uploading a video to my YouTube page that will review a topic that we've covered throughout class this year. My goal is to cover everything from the beginning of class up until what we covered at the end of last week with the Industrial Revolution and get a little review or a head start on the reform movement, which we'll cover whenever we do get back to school, hopefully the day after Easter. Today I figured we'd start with the first topic we talked about at the very beginning of the year. Some of you may have even forgot about that, but that was reasons for exploration. Why did European countries explore, and what was the reason they were doing that? The simplest way for me to teach that and for y'all to remember it is to remember the three G's: God, glory, and gold. All right? Remember God. European countries believed pretty much in a monotheistic religion, which means they believed in one God, may it be Judaism or Christianity or something like that. As they spread around the world, they find Native Americans living all across the world in different places like India or America and places like that. So one goal they had was to take these Native Americans and have them believe in their religion. So they would go to, say, North America, the United States, which is currently the United States, and they would try and get those Native Americans to believe in their God and their religion. The next one is glory. All right. This is pretty much a way for people living in Europe who were not very rich or were not famous to become famous. You go on a ship, you go overseas during very dangerous times, and you go find a new land. There's nothing really more glorifying than that. Think about the first people who stepped on the moon. Pretty famous. Think about if we ever have someone go to Mars. Going to be pretty famous. This is the exact same thing, except for going out to other planets or moons, they're going to different countries, which at the time was essentially the same exact thing. And the last one is gold. All right. Pretty simple here. If you go and find gold, that land probably belongs to your country. You get your king or your queen very rich. On top of gold, you can look for other resources such as cotton or oils and spices and other things that would get your country that you can't get back home. You guys now have control of, and that's going to get you rich. So essentially, gold is trying to get your country resources that will become a way for them to have income or make money. Now, after these explorers found these new lands, they never stayed there. Christopher Columbus did not discover the Americas and just stay here and live here for the rest of his life. He went back to Spain and then went out and kept searching for new lands because he was trying to become famous, and which is what he did. So after these explorers would leave, people from their countries or from Europe would follow and start to actually settle and make permanent residence or places to live in those new lands. As these people start to move, they have to think of two things. One, what's life like at home? Is it good? Is it bad? Two, if it's not good, then what would attract me to a new land? So the next thing we're going to talk about are the things called push and pull factors. Push factors are things that push you away from where you're living. Life isn't the best there, so you want to move away and find somewhere else to live. Whereas a pull factor is something that attracts you or pulls you to that new land. So think of that Bugs Life video we showed where the bug kept going into the bug zapper saying, I can't stay away from the light, and he finally gets zapped. That light is attracting him to that, and that is just like a pull factor, attracting you to a new country. Let's go over some pull factors, all right? Some pull factors could be something like there's no jobs where you're living, it's overpopulated, you're poor, there could be a lot of war or crime going on. There could be a famine. Think about the Irish immigrants we've talked about. They came over because of the potato famine. They could not grow crops, therefore they could not feed the population. There could be bad education, and maybe you just have a tyrant king like King George. All right, he made all the rules. You had to follow the rules, including having to follow his religion. If you didn't follow his religion, you would be persecuted. So all these are push factors. These are things that would push you away from where you're living. When I lived in Houston, something that kind of pushed me away from the city, even though I liked it, was the heat during the summer. It was extremely hot. You couldn't really do anything outdoors. That pushed me away from Houston. Now, pull factors are things that pull or attract you to a new land. All right. Things like jobs. My wife and I, we were pulled back to Dubuque because my wife was offered a job at Loras College to be a professor. Pretty simple thing there. You get a job, you're going to make money, you're probably going to be pulled in that direction. Other things could be it's just safer, there's not a lot of crime. There may be more food here or fertile land to grow crops or build a farm, which could help you financially. Maybe there's better education and something as simple as family and friends living here. So you want to see your family and friends, you want to live around them. That's going to be extremely happy for you. A quick review of today. Okay, remember we talked about the 3 G's or the reasons for exploration: God, glory, and gold. All right. Then once those explorers left the lands they found, people followed and started making settlements in those lands. And those settlements were and those people came over based on push and pull factors. Things that pushed them away from their home country, maybe a tyrant King George, and things that pulled them to the New World, possibly the idea of freedom of religion and practicing your own religion. Thanks for listening. My goal is to make this a little better than what it is today. This is the first time I've ever done it, so please bear with me. Hope you all stay safe. Have a good day. Bye.